The Supreme team came in at when my mom threw me out.
What age was that?
I was like 16, 15.
So 5 years after you talking to homie.
Cause I was selling drugs on farmers first, and I used to come on with all type of shit.
When did you start?
Shit, I was like 15.
15.
15, and I was from the bodega. It wasn't a bodega back then. It was called a
corner store. Corner store, yeah.
Right.
So I bought me a radio. First little money I made, I bought me a radio. I sat there, I was playing my music 6, 7 in the morning, selling drugs like it was all right. You know what I mean? So my mom used to go to the bus, and he was like, yo, your mother come. I run, hide. She go on the block, watch her walk down the block. You know what I mean? And then she found out that I was selling drugs. She said, where you get all this stuff from? I said, Mom, clean up the super rack, clean up the store. You know. She said, if I find you selling drugs, I'm gonna throw you out my house. I said, all right. I found my little stash. She waited for me to come home. She go to my room. She had a belt. I was still getting beatings. At 14, 15, I was still getting beatings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And my mom was probably the hardest hitting motherfucker I ever met. Like, she hit hard. Like, her slaps was like, pow!
Pow!
You going down. I don't care who you are.
Right.
Yo. So she found the drugs and she said, she had the belt. She said, I'm gonna whip your ass. I said, for what? Threw it on the bed. I said, I'm gonna jump out this window.
You jumped out the window, didn't you?
No, she told me to jump. Go ahead, jump.
What floor was you on?
Second floor.
Second floor.
I said,
I ain't gonna make
I can't make that shit.
What did you have?
Crack?
Bullshit drugs. No, it wasn't crack, man. Crack wasn't out then.
Okay.
It was dope. Quarters. Like you rip it in half.
Free
rip.
base?
No, not free base. Quarters. Scramble. That's right. It was called scramble. And you rip it in half. Like a scramble, a half cost $25.
Was they sniffing it?
Sniffing and shooting.
Shooting, okay.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I was doing that. So she found out, and I ran past her. I went to my grandmother's crib on the south side, my other grandmother. Not my mother's mother, my father's mother. So she lived on not Remington, we grew up in Remington, on Liberty over there. Remington my grandma lived on by Baisley, like 5 blocks from Baisley Projects. Them blocks, you know them houses?
The back block.
Yeah, the back block.
My Aunt Tinky lived back there.
So we back there. So I go to her crib. I go to her crib. She got a little boyfriend. My grandma would get drunk. Like, she's an alcoholic. So she said, well, go downstairs, sleep on the couch. Now, I'm in Jackson. I'm still in school. I'm in high school. She get drunk. My grandma get drunk, and she pee on herself. You know what I mean? So I go on the couch. I lay on the couch. It smell like piss.
Right.
I'm like, I can't sleep on this fucking couch. So I sit up. For like 4 days, I'm sitting up. I'm not sleeping on the couch. I want to tell her, and she got stale food in her crib. She one of them orders.
Bad.
It's bad. It's not. I got nothing to eat. So I met this chick. I met my baby mother, and matter of fact, yeah, I met this chick. I met my baby mother. And me and her got together. So I'm sitting in her living room one day, and Supreme come in. So I'm sitting in her living room, and I say, and I knew him. I didn't know him, but I know who he is.
Right.
You know what I mean? From being on Farmers, he's come to see Ronnie Bump and seeing, everybody.
Right.
So I'm like, so I said, yo. So Clyde is one of my guys who I play ball with, but he was working for Supreme. So but Clyde had me working in the projects and wasn't paying me. He give me work. Let me see how fast it take you to move it. You know what I mean? So I'm going for that dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm 16, 15, I'm 16. I don't, you know what I mean? Nigga, buy me a pair of sneakers, I'm good. I ain't got shit, Chinese slippers, so fuck that. Brand new pair of Nikes, I'm good. You know what I mean? So he playing me out. So after a while, like a month later, I said, this nigga playing me out. So when I'm in my baby mother house, I'm sitting there, Preem come in with the bags, helping her mother in the crib. So I was like, oh shit, that's Supreme. So I said, I'm gonna say something to this nigga. I said, yo, I'm gonna talk to you. He said, hold on, put this bag. All right, cool. Boom. He said, you know where I live at? I said, he said, yo, come to my crib tomorrow. I said, all right, cool, I'm coming.
Nigga, wow. Go ahead. Nigga, wow. Like, Kareem, I come up to the nigga like, I'm on my way.
But I didn't live in that house. I lived on farm. I mean, at my grandma's house. So I walked back and I went to his crib. So when I knocked on his door, his sister answered the door, and then she called him. And when she called him, he said, "Oh, hold on." He came with like a thing of clothes to put in the cleaners. He said, "Put that in that car over there, right there." So I looked. It was 2 cars. It was a Benz and it was a 7. It was a BMW, 2 cars. He said to put in the Benz. Then he called it the human, cause the shit was human. The shit was crazy. It was
The
blue,
human?
The human. Shit was blue with like white interior, but it was a coupe, Benz 500.
Right.
Shit was crazy, right? So I got the clothes. I open the door. I get in. I sit in it. I put the clothes in the back, and I'm like, damn, look at this car. And, I ain't, you know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm gonna get this shit, right? He got the trees, the air fresh, everything blowing. He gets in the car. He got a Fila warm-up on with a top 10 Adidas on. We go to the cleaners. He grab his clothes. He put in the cleaners. So now we going down Sufton. So we at the light. 2 niggas is fighting. Big nigga, little nigga. Big nigga pull a gun out and shoot the little nigga. And I said to Preem, I said, yo, you see that? He said, nah, I ain't see that, and you didn't either. I'm like, so he drove off. So now I get to the block, 150th Street. 150th Street. So you park 2 blocks from 150th Street. 150th Street is like a drug headquarters. You park on this block, Ferraris, Benzes, BMs, all type of shit on that block. All type of shit. You get out your car, and you walk to the block. You walk to the block, there's thousands of people outside, selling all type of shit. It was crazy. That's my first introduction to Pappy Mason. You know what I'm saying? So he got the dreads, I'm looking at Pappy, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, like these niggas is ill.
Right.
They move the way they move all. So Fat Cat game room was downstairs, our apartment was upstairs. You know what I mean? So we go upstairs and Preem checking all the, the work, all the people, whatever. So he brought me in there where I'm sitting down, waiting for him to finish what he's doing. He said, oh, come on, let's go. We leave, boom. So now, for like a month, I'm with him every day.
So you just said, I want to talk to you. You said, come to the crib, and you were just part of the operation.
Part of the operation. So I said,
because he knew who, if you ask him to come to the crib, he know what's up.
Yeah. Right.
In Queens, like if you going to fuck with Preem, you know what's up. And he already looking, I got a young nigga with me that know what's up. And this nigga really came to the crib and he's rolling out with me right now.
So that's
I'm gonna put him to the test. As long as you, that's Preem. As long as you gonna roll, I'm gonna see how long you gonna roll.
Right.
And it was crazy shit about it is, it was this nigga named Muscles. You know Muscles. Muscle had nails, like long nails. But Muscle was cooking up for everybody. He cooked for everybody in Queens. So Preem just send niggas to get shit cooked up. This nigga had shit in his nails. You didn't know about the oil back then. Whatever rocked up, that was it. But whatever was oil, that's the real shit, the oil.
Right.
So Preem caught on like, this nigga been beating me. So we get to the block one day. So Preem got this thing where he give you a signal. And I watched him give other dudes signals. He gave me a signal. He looked at me like, and I knew what it was. Now I lift this nigga up. I went crazy on this nigga. Boom! Stomped him, went crazy on him.
Right.
You know what I mean? And leave him alone. Niggas try to, leave him alone. You know what I mean? I'm like, he looked at me. I'm like, I'm a part of the team. Let's go.
You was in.
I was in.
Right.
You know what I mean? So.
It's Hoffa, trapper turned smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars, I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth, you heard. Got your baby mama thirst, you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf, you heard.